Hey there, Andrew. C1D Paintball. It's the first game of the year for the 2024 season for C1D. We are playing at Warzone Paintball in Rigo, playing on the base map. Now, this isn't the official first opening day of the season at Warzone. It's just a special thing they did for us. It's been a mild winter. Let's go out there and shoot some paint. We know conditions aren't going to be perfect. There's a lot of snow on the ground, a bit of ice. Now, a lot of the buildings, they board up so animals can't go in it for the winter, and so you don't get too much snow to rot the floors of the buildings and such. So there's a few things we're not used to here, which should make it interesting because everybody playing in the game is a veteran of the field. So that's cool. Now, I'm actually going to be using a hopper. The only time I normally use a hopper is at D-Day, so I'll be using that. And also one rule we're doing today, which I actually like. A lot of times people play with it when they use winter ball, because we're using the orange winter balls. Sometimes they use it for regular paintball too. Is anything that hits you doesn't have to break and you are out. So that's the parameters for this one at the start of the season. It's been months since most of us played paintball, so let's watch.
Hunting, right? Yeah? You try? Okay. Well, I don't know how organized you have to be against the deer, but just remember the lanes, top and bottom. I'll go bottom lane, gentlemen. All right, let's have some fun, theoretically. Yeah, you go first, you get the legs, I don't.
Alright, so when I turn around the corner, I look to midfield. I mean, a place where I've been dozens of times. And it's just different. It's very bright. Everything just pops because of the white snow. There's ice. When I look at the buildings, right away, it's like nobody can be in them. So just my different mindset right away, and the footing. You'll see when I move, I'm kind of moving. Yeah, I always joke that I'm an old man. Like, I'm not that old, but you'll see me moving, especially my point of view camera. I'm being careful not to slip. Also, your feet crunch in this because there's the snow, it's icy and that, and you're crunching through it. Now, the one thing right away is, I mentioned too that I'm in a good spot. I'm kind of in the southwest corner, and I'm here with Nevin. Normally, this is more like a camping spot, so you don't really go there. So there's special circumstances. But everyone's in the same boat. We're all experienced here. But I just know that we're all going to be a little apprehensive, a little tentative because of the new constraints around this winter day. So when it starts up again, by the way, you'll see the first victim walk by of the day. And yeah, you know what? Let's keep it going.
We're not going full auto, are we? Okay, we'll straighten that out after. I'm assuming you got hit from the right.
All right, I'm really looking into midfield here. And once again, I'm trying to just take a look at the lanes where an enemy can go in. I still think enemies are going to be apprehensive. But look, there's a couple of open areas where somebody can charge in from the other side, so you never know, right? Now, I do hear some activity from both sides, but in particular on the right side. So that's the south edge of the field. Now, I'll actually make some hand gestures because there is Nevin behind me, and there's another teammate to my left. So I'm just kind of gesture to them that I hear activity on the one side. Hey, communication like this, I've mentioned it so many times, can be very big. right, so the shots to the left of me are intensified, so on the north part of the field. But I kind of go to the right here because I got teammates up there to do that. And I got my, actually it's my captain for the day. He picked the teams. He picked our team rather. Mike is up at this container here. And now around the corner from him is the edge of the enemy team spawn, which is another container. No matter what, I mentioned that I think we're going to play apprehensive, but maybe somebody tries to go crazy, run down the middle of the field. But one thing for certain is this edge container of the enemy spawn, you've always got enemies there. Poke their head around, or if they want to come along the south side, they got to go out there. So having Mike up there, having me here, pretty smart move early in the game. Now with Mike still ahead of me on that south side, I go in the position here between two buildings, little fortified area, sandbags, and I'm just peering through the middle of the field. Like I said, I don't anticipate people going through there, but I hear action up there, so better safe than sorry taking a look here. All right, a better look at that corner of the enemy team's spawn there, just the container. I anticipate seeing maybe an enemy come around the corner, or maybe just lean over to take a look first at least. And well, I guess we spot each other. And I guess the goal is to try to shoot each other, right? So while I'm focused on that corner of the container where the enemy spawn is, Mike takes a couple of steps out just in the open in front of the container he's in. He gets hit from sharp left. So either some enemy has crossed the road or is back between all the enemy spawn containers. But I'm worried about a guy at the container in front of me, kind of to just mid. There's another guy now to the left for sure with line of sight. I'll go back and mention to Nevin that there's an enemy player somewhere in midfield, not sure exactly where, but we got to be careful.
Hey. One here.
I look back towards midfield again through the sandbags area. I actually hear a teammate calling out that there's enemy activity by the big truck. Lots of shots. Judging by what he said in that, I've decided that, you know what, that's their thing. They got it under control. So I'm going to keep focusing on the side I'm at.
It's like they're going north.
Okay, I finally spot an enemy peering out behind that spawn container where they start, and it's none other than Kill Hit. He's using his defender this day. He was very deadly with it. You have to adjust the rule, Kill Hit. You gotta be careful with that thing, but he definitely knows how to use it. Now, my first shots of the day do not go that well. I haven't fired a shot in a few months. I'm also used to mag-fed, so I can kind of hold it on a sharper angle. But I got that hopper, so I'm kind of peering around like this, so I'm trying to keep it up straight, but I've got the habit of tilting it so the balls don't feed too well my first volley. They kind of go everywhere. But, hey, first shots of the year. I'll settle down.
Go. Kill Hit. Kill Hit.
Yeah, I took a few shots at kill hit, nothing landed, retreated a bit back. I see an enemy player get off the field, so you know I've already seen 2 of my team get taken out. So at least it's evening out. It's evening out a little bit. Now back in the corner here. I know kill hit's up there. A 1v1, anything can happen, but I think he has the upper hand. He's a skilled player with that marker. I'm going to go to this building here. Now the reason why is because it's a little bit more cover. I anticipate kill hit, or maybe one of his teammates, could either swing around to the left or to the right of that. So I best get in a good position. Alright, still getting used to it. It's like a reflex when I look in the buildings. It's like somebody could be in there. Maybe I should go in there. Well, nobody is in there. Although there's open lines of sight through doorways. You can obviously use that to shoot at and everything, but I just still getting used to I can't go in there. Now here I'm focusing on where enemy can pop out, because it's already been a little bit of time to the game. Everyone is being a little apprehensive, at least on this side. But charging through an area like here, or maybe to my left here, well, that's possible. Now for me, I'm actually going to go across to this little piece of the building sticks out here for cover. So I can kind of look to the right along the south side of the field. And you'll notice as I walk over, I'm kind of just, like I mentioned at the start of the game, it looks kind of funny. A lot of ice and snow here in this area in particular, so I'm being very careful not to fall flat on my ass. Alright, I carefully get to that spot. There's, like, I think you notice, a big chunk of ice underneath my feet. I'm leaning over at obvious spots where the enemy can be, or might pop up. Now, I'll actually be taking some shots through the doorway here, because I do spot an enemy. Let's keep it going. I mentioned that I was going to shoot through a doorway because, you know, I've got my end of the door open on one building, on that building, and you can see the door on the other end. So it's this little sliver here, and momentarily, I believe it was kill hit I saw. I fired some shots. I did not take him out, and I'm going to carefully do that awkward duck walk again, back more towards where I've been most of the game, to safer cover.
Mid!
Okay, so Rob is taken out on the enemy team. I don't know how many players are left on each side, but visually I've seen 2 of ours go off, so I've seen 2 of theirs, so it's still got to be close. Once again, I spot kill hit, just a sliver. And I don't have enough time to really take a good shot at him. He's got more of a chance of shooting me first. But it's the first game of the year, so I'll give him a wave. A little wave. So while the first shots of the year weren't that great, it looks like my wave's working. So ready for the season. Alright, I backtracked to the southwest corner again, and I took a lot of looks to my left to see what's going on in the north. I don't know how many players are left. I don't hear any activity up there, So I realized there's a good chance it's just me and Kill Hit left. So yeah, deep breaths, be careful. I've been here before. I can do this. You know, I can maybe win the game, or I can, you know, if I get knocked out, which is highly likely, at least let it be dignified. I don't want to fall down on the ice and then get knocked out trying to pull myself up to my feet, you know? Let it be dignified. Okay, so I'll explain what happens here. Saw a teammate of mine walk across my line of sight, and he has a short little firefight with Kill Hit. Kill Hit takes him out. So I know Kill Hit is on his way across, and there's just basically a building between me and him. Now, I come around the corner, and there's Kill Hit. He pops into that spot. That's the sandbag spot where I took a look a couple times before early in the game. He's got his marker up. My marker is not really up too much. Now, there was a split second where we both kind of like just froze, but then we shoot. I hit him just in the forearm here. You're going to see that. It's the orange winter balls. You're going to see that clearly. Now, we both pulled the triggers, and I look, it's like, you know, did I hit you? He told me, it's like, no, I guess I got lucky. I got really lucky. And a few seconds later, you know, he calls hit, props, and a few seconds later, I think it was Rob announces, game's over. We won the game, but at least I thought we won the game. I looked at Kill Hit's footage. Remember, bounces also count. Now, I knew that. I didn't forget that. But if we look at Kill Hit's footage, which of course we only saw like days after when we popped in his computer and that, he has a shot right here, clearly going to hit me, kind of like where my shirt and my side is. So I'm up like this, and I mean, you feel these balls. They hit a little more. They're winter balls. I didn't feel it. I'm assuming. I mean, it had to have hit me. It didn't break, so I didn't see a spot, but it must have like just got in the fabric. We've had that before. It's like when you take off your gear at the end of the day, sometimes you find whole balls like go down your sleeve. So, I mean, I'm looking at this footage, and I don't have to make a decision that the fate of the world is on, but I'm looking back and forth. We actually swapped out. So, yeah, let's run it here.
Not, no. Lucky. Yeah?
Alright, good side, guys?
Yeah.
Bro, Mike, you shot him in the fucking thing, bro. I turned the
We were
right behind my leg.
I think we were being nice. We're both right there, and we hesitated a second.
Doesn't matter.
Arm.
It's a period. Go ahead, other side.
Just make sure we're...
Okay, so yeah, how fitting is the first game that it's a draw. We're gonna get down and have some super editing and sync it up who hit each other a split second before. I love editing videos, but no. Plus, I mean, there's a chance here. With a draw, at least, it was a draw. Maybe I won, maybe I didn't. It's a draw. It's a fun thing. We go out there to have fun. It's a good situation. Let me tell you one thing. With that defender, you better enjoy playing with it, Kill Hit, while you did, because when we're out there, I think the boys are going to say, no, not today. The next time we come out with that one. So interesting circumstances with all the snow and everything, and it was a fun one, which of course is a great way to start the season. There'll be more. Remember, at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Game over.